Okay, let's talk about the bass part for Satin Latin. We're going to start with the minor melody that comes up for everybody, and it starts in C. To help you see what notes I'm hitting, I'm going to be a little more, flyaway fingers, which isn't good. Normally, I would have all three fingers there, and that's how I want you to do it. But in order to be able to see what's going on, I might pull it away a little bit there, so you can see exactly what string I'm playing, exactly what fret I'm playing. So third fret A string. There's my C, that very first note. Moving to E flat. That's the first fret over there on the D string, and then we're gonna go to open G. Then come back to F. Let's do that a couple times. So we got C, E flat, G, F. And by the way, take time and figure out ways to mute the other strings that I've already played. So for instance, my G was played a moment ago, and then when I go to my F, my finger is kind of like laying a little bit across that G string, so it mutes it. So there's our first four notes. Now we move up to A flats. Pretty simple. A flat, first finger on the G string. Then back to D, open string. D, E flat, F, E flat, D. And then same notes, just a different order, slightly different rhythm. So let's take this slowly from the first four measures. 1, 2, ready, and go. Got that harmonic minor sound with that A flat up there. Let's do that one more time. 1, same speed, ready, and go. So that's the first four measures. The next four measures are really similar. It starts the same. Sounds familiar, right? And then this is where it gets a little different, very tiny bit different at the end of measure 7 and measure 8. So we got C, C, E flat, G, F, F, A flat. Then you got to shift to C, and then you can go to open string for your G. Or if you prefer, you can go fifth fret for the you can capture the G that way. So that measure 7 and 8, C, C, E flat, G, F, F, A flat, shift to C, and then play your G. Now the other thing is when you play the G, it's a marcato note, so we have to hit it and get out of the way. So mute the strings with your hand, hopefully not in an audible way. That's a little loud, but hopefully you just throw a finger on there. I'm out of shot, but you can see it. That's all it takes to really mute that note. So let's try at a medium slow tempo. Eventually this has got to go faster, of course, but at a medium slow tempo. Let's go first 8 measures. Here we go. 1, get yourself ready for your C. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 2, 3, measure 5. Sorry, I missed my last note. I hit the wrong string. So let me, hopefully you did better than I did. I'll do the 7 and 8 again. All right, hopefully that's pretty clear. Now when you get into 9, boy, that's some pretty simple stuff. It's largely C, 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 G, 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 C, back G. Now here's where it goes: E flat, C, C, A flat. A flat's 4th fret on the E string. So we're talking measure 13 and 14. E flat, C, C, A flat. You can use your pinky there, probably the smartest thing you can do. So you're not really shifting at all as if you're using one finger per fret. E flat, C, C, A flat, A flat moves to G, really cool move there. And then to D, D flat, or no, really? You got, now, you could go to open string there. Your D string. If you want to do that, absolutely fine. Or if you want to try this, if you got your G here, however you're doing it, whichever finger you're doing it with, your 5th fret A string is also a D. So feel free to try that. So here's from 13 again. So we got E flat, C, C, A flat, A flat, A flat, G, D, D, G, rest, rest, and then repeats. I'm doing this with 2nd finger. It seems to work pretty well. But except for now, I need to shift a little bit. I do like using the 5th fret instead of the open because it's easier to mute. You just pick up your finger instead of, even sounds different. Okay, so that gets us through 9. Then that reappears again in the 26 and later in the song too. Then we get to 18 after the 2nd ending. 18. This is our B section, our bridge, is what's commonly called. All right, so we start off with A flats. This is where, okay, let me make sure I get enough of the fretboard in view here. This is where I really think it's going to be helpful to think up the neck a little bit. So A flat, let's go 1st finger there, A flat. And what I did there was 6th fret on my A string gets me my E flat. What I do there to get my B flat, I just went straight across 6th fret down to the E string to get my B flat there and measure, what was it, 20? Now in 22. Then down C. Pretty low. So you can stay in this little box area with E flat, or sorry, A flat, I'm in the wrong, there it is, 6th fret, A flat, E flat, and B flat. You can stay in this zone for quite a bit of that. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, but when you get to 23, that's where we should probably shift back down to here, down to C on 3rd finger, F way back there, 1st fret on the E string. Where'd they go? F, C, F, G, 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 and then comes back to 26, which is really familiar because that's the same thing as 9. Perhaps a little different at the very, very end of those 8 measures. Okay, the last thing to talk about with Satin Latin. Let me turn the page here. Satin Latin, eventually that same lick comes back that we did in the beginning, but it starts off in major. It goes from, it starts off in E flat major rather than C minor. So let's work that out. Here we are at 38. These first 4 measures up to 41 are major, so everything's shifted up a bit. But it's the same shape of melody. E flat, G, B flat, 3rd finger up there on the G string, back to A flat. I lost my place. Up to C, you got to shift up. So pinky, pinky, and then 3rd back to your B flat. Then you can shift right back over to the F, open, then back to E flat. Then comes back the part we know from earlier. Made that mistake again. All right. The rest of the song is real simple in comparison. So let's try 38, the major part, one more time together. 1, 2, slowly, ready, and go. 2, back to C. last note, but you're getting the idea. The rest of the song is pretty simple. It's very similar to stuff you've already done. It does end a little bit differently, so just pay attention to those last couple measures, so you don't accidentally try to apply something else there. But that's it. It's not a particularly hard song. It's got two bass melodies that have to be conquered. One is all C minor, one goes from E flat major to C minor. Really cool stuff there at the beginning and also at 38. Okay, good luck.